night, I'm going on the grid, texting back, I want you, hit you up, I'm on the other side, I miss you, take you off, I came your way to strong, cannot keep it low key, got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof, auto, your taste, it's really a bad reception out there, where you heading, why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me, I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now, I've lost you, telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now, found myself in between the lines, underneath your bed sheets, it started fun, but now I'm in too deep into this flow, a zero-sum game that I will lose, there's no zipping past it, every time you walk away from me, I want you. Good morning, everyone, how are you? I'm trying to get us all connected and set. There we go. It's a lot of tech happening this morning. How are you, everyone? Happy New Year. We are in a transition week, no kidding, right? Where most of us are transitioning from one thing to the next, for sure, and that is me too. Come on, little button, there we go. So today we're going to do kind of a boost of a workout, which it may or may not be what you need. Okay, thank you for clicking lights. I'm like, as long as you can hear me, we're okay. So today we're going through a strength training workout. This may or may not be what you need today, so I want you to have a full permission to absolutely temper it. Ways to temper the workout: lower weights, less repetition, body weight movements only, less range, although I would rather you do more range with no weight than less range with weight, if that makes sense. So if you're holding heavy dumbbells and you're doing a tiny little squat, we're not getting a whole lot of benefit out of that. Put the dumbbells down, go for a full range squat. That's gonna give you the benefit of mobility and just joint health, etc. All right. So this all sounds great. Thank you, Tracy. We do have some shoulder exercises, and we are doing a no repeats. And you know what? There is no way I can see my notes, so I'm just gonna make those a little bigger for myself real quick. I'm like, ruh-roh. Yeah, we need those a lot bigger for us. So we're doing a no repeat today, and what that means, as you know, is that we're gonna be sweaty. Is there a way to make you bigger? I don't know. I just might have to go forward and back a little bit. We'll be all right. In any case, we're gonna get ready to warm up. If you have any questions, just please drop them in the chat. I can see your chat, kinda, sorta. And apologies for not chatting as much at the beginning of class. It's just me, everyone. I don't have a tech team. So when you say your deal, I'm also getting ready to stream, so that's why. I'll always do my best. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. Sorry, y'all. You are gonna need a heavy and a light set of dumbbells. I'm trying to move that so it's not really in the frame. Just gonna be something that is close to me. All right, let's get started, shall we? We're just gonna start with a little step tap. It's a jumping jack, if you will. Excellent, side to side. Oh my God, keep going. All right, we're gonna get warm. We'll get there, I promise. Tap and tap and tap. I just wanna be able to see what we're doing. Good, tap and tap. 7, 6, 5, 4, didn't even start my timer over here. This is why this week is a transition week. Keep going, keep going. And if you're here on the first day, it's January 3rd, okay? Start to lift your arms up a little bit more as we tap. If at any point you're ready to put these right into jumping jacks, go for it. I'm not ready yet. I want to warm up those shoulders. feeling those shoulder blades down. All right, I get visuals on myself, on the workout, on your comments. That's all I need. Start to reach your arms up a little higher. Good. 4, 3, we're gonna take the hands and push them forward now. Just push, push. There we go. Okay, dropping in, dropping in. I always need that first about 5 minutes just to get into our movement. Good, good. Go 4, 3, 2, turn this into bicep curls and just tapping out. Again, just warming up. 4, 3, 2, and then tricep presses, press back. Good. It doesn't really matter how coordinated you are or are not in this portion of our class. Just get your body moving. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's march it. Just march. Picking your knees up a little bit, rolling through your feet, getting that heart rate lifted. Good. Go 8, 7, 6, just like we did on the rebounder. We're gonna go out, out, in. Ready, set, here we go. Wide, narrow, right, left, right, left. Good. That's it. Yeah, it's a bit for me to get going in the morning too. Also, I feel like my contacts aren't showing up as much as I want them to today. I need like binoculars. Let's go 2. Let's go 1 now. Start with the left side, so go out, out. Try to get your knees bent a little lower. Wide and narrow. Good. We go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your arms up to the knee, hand to the knee. Good. That's it. Let's speed it up a little bit. We go. Boom, boom. Here we go. I'm gonna come closer a couple times. Good. That's it. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take your arms out to a T, little arm circles. That's it. You got it. Reverse direction. If you need to take your arms a little lower to make these circles happen for less stress in your shoulders, reverse direction. Good, here we go. Picking up that energy. Excellent, reverse. Yes, awesome. 4, 3, take your legs nice and wide. We're gonna reach forward, rounding the back, and then press those arms out. Open your chest. Good. In all honesty, my son is at camp this week and I'm off. I'm not right onto my schedule yet. It's interesting. So we got in here a little later than expected, so it was a little bit of a mad dash to get everything set up. Thankfully, it just kind of stays set up as just a plug and play situation, but you know, there's always one thing that goes wrong, right? Let's go 1 more time. Round forward, now take your hands onto your knees. We're gonna extend the spine, lift your chest up, and round your spine. Extend, so we're going up. We're rounding back. Reach it through. Couple more. That's it. Are you breathing? Are you getting warmer? Last 2. Good. Last 1. Lift your chest all the way up. Come up to the top. Body weight squats. Go down and up. All right, we're almost there in our warm-up. We're gonna go into our first circuit. Again, you wanna have an option for a heavier set and a lighter set. Now we are gonna be working on our arms primarily. We'll throw in a little leg work here. So with that said, just remember that your heavier set for your arms of your weights, it's different than your heavy set for your legs. Last one. All right, shake it out. So we have a squat to overhead press to start. We have, sorry y'all, this is what it's like today. We're gonna do an overhead tricep extension, and then we're gonna do, it's a squat to dumbbell curl, it's an overhead tricep extension, and then it's an Arnold press. I was wondering why we were starting with shoulders. So I'm gonna be using the 10s for my first round, and I'm gonna scoop my 15s out for the second. This is not an example of what you should be using, and I don't know if I'll get to the 15s, to be honest with you. This is more along the lines of something that I've been lifting with, okay? So if you haven't been lifting weights, then you might do your first round with 5 pounds, your second round with 8, your first round with your body weight, your second round with 5. Choose accordingly. More is not better. We're training, not punishing, okay? All right, my friends, we're gonna get going with that squat. We've got 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So we're going down to the bicep curl. It's a 1-in-1. You can think of reaching down, pushing, pulling up. Good. I look so tiny way back there. Yeah, I probably should come up a little bit. The problem is the frame sometimes. I get out of it if I start to reach my arms overhead. But also, don't you want to see my plants? Good. 3, 2, 1, all the way down. 10-second rest here. I'll bop myself. I'm a little farther back than I normally am. All right, we're coming into a tricep press. Dumbbells come together overhead. You can also drop down to 1 dumbbell. Feel that your spine is in one long line supported by your center. We're dropping down behind your head, squeezing up. You're not moving your arms forward or back necessarily. You're going down and press. Here we go. Down. Yes. Press it up. Oof. That's it. Trying to keep. Oh, thank you. You enjoy my plants. Trying to keep those elbows relatively in the same space as when we bend and when we extend, yeah? Push through those feet. Make sure your knees aren't locked out. Strong center. Working the breath for support. 2 more. Push. Last one. Good. All the way up. Lower down. Relax. Roll those shoulders out. We're going into an Arnold press. Remember I said no repeats, right? So sweet. Awesome. All right, we come up into a 90-degree angle. We're gonna open out to the side, overhead press, bend it down, pull it back in. Ready, set, here we go. Try to keep your body as like a pillar, a pedestal that your arms are working on top of. It doesn't sway. There's a little give if needed, but you're not swaying your body weight to make the action happen, yeah? All right, keep going. Checking in with my second deal. That's it. All right, we got it. Last one, press and release all the way down. All right, good news, our next exercise is a push-up, okay? You're gonna do them however you like to do them. You're gonna go box push-up on your knees, chest down and chest up. You're gonna go full push-up on your knees, or you're gonna go plank. I lifted chest earlier this week, so I'm gonna go ahead on my knees. We're gonna get ready to go in 3, 2, and 1. As you go down, do the best you can to lower and lift with control. If you just want to hold that plank, you're a-okay. We want to think about the body in a strong, long line, reaching through from the crown of the head, chest really reaching down to the mat before your torso. Not the easiest. Good. And if you have any wristy things, you know, just do your best to navigate. Last one. Boom. All right, big stretch back. Ooh, I forgot I had a upper body workout planned for today, and here we are. All right, so our next round, we're gonna do an overhead shoulder press. I'm gonna take my 15s and I'm gonna work on alternating. If you're lifting light, you can also stand, you don't have to be on your knees. If you're lifting lighter for this, try 2 weights at once, both hands. If you're gonna try a little heavier, we'll go 1 and 1. All right, let's get ourselves up. Press, press. It's a little more challenge to the core on your knees, but we got it. Yes. Pushing evenly through both legs. If you are just doing your arms with the body weight, that's okay, everybody. We all have to lift where we're at. The goal is to try to find a level of challenge that's gonna help. Good. You got it. Almost there. Last one. Good. Lower down. All right, let's come back to standing. We go into our hammer curls. Now, we curled with the squat like so. Hammer curls are gonna be thumbs up, dumbbells vertical. Ready, set. We curl and we lower. Keep going. We curl and we lower. Good. All right, we got it. Breathing, lowering down. Yes. All the way up, all the way down. Couple more, feeling it, feeling it. Good. Last two. And last one. I'm trying to stay as quick to the time as we can. All right, quick rest. We're gonna do a little back lunge with a bicep curl. So rest those biceps. Now listen, if you're on my mailing list, you received notice we're doing a kitchen clean out this weekend, starting this weekend. It's a 2-week process, just giving you some accountability, some things to think about as you start to clean out your kitchen, yeah? And then it's gonna lead us right into a real food challenge. So if you're ready to start with a little motivation and some good recipes, then for sure, join up. I'll put a link in the community tab. I'm trying to be a little more active there. So next exercise is gonna be bicep curl, but we're gonna do it as we take a backwards either step or lunge. So you can absolutely step back, bicep curl here, and just alternate all the way up, or you can step back into your lunge, curl as you're here, and alternate there. All right, we go in 3, 2, 1. I went a little lighter with my weights just to concentrate on my form because I'm still rehabbing my foot and I want to be really kind to it. So it's not ready to load just yet, you know, in a bigger way. Always thinking about keeping those shoulders as close to an over the hip place as possible, yeah? We got it. Yes, almost there. Last one. And I'm gonna do one more just to even it out on this side. Good, all right. Lower those weights down. We're going into tricep dips. We're coming down to our mat. Taking a moment to recover. I prefer that your hands, fingertips face your heels. We want to be bending those elbows down and then building a nice vertical line from your wrist to your shoulders. So we'll keep our legs bent. We're going to be up here. I don't want you to bend forward and back, okay? It doesn't work out so well. We're going to come up, bend back, and then try to bring those shoulders right up over your wrists. Ready, set, here we go. Down and up. That's it. You got it. Pushing down through the backs of the arms. So right in your tricep. Take a rest if you need to. Try to get those shoulders away from the ears. Almost there. Let's go 4. 3, 2, tired arms, 1. Good. Oh, all right. We're going into lateral raises. So we can take that from a kneeling position. I'm gonna drop down to my 5s because my arms are feeling it. Again, low weight, body weight, totally fine. We're going up to the side, all the way back down. okay? Are you ready? Shoulder rolls back. Here we go. Out and down. Press. I want you to get those arms up to shoulder height, not higher, hopefully not lower. Find that lift of your elbows, width of your chest. Good. Excellent. We're gonna spend some extra time stretching today too, so we can look forward to that. We have a little core work happening. Awesome. Yes. Really good. Lift. Good, we've got one more time. Up and excellent. All right, so clear your dumbbells out of the way quickly. Grab a drink. We're going into our next round of 3 exercises. Here, grab a quick drink. There we go. Just making sure we're on point. So we are going to do what I call not a burpee, but we are going to get down and get back up. So we're going to, is this the second position of our arms? I'm not sure what you mean, Colleen, but let me know. We're going down into a plank on your knees or in a full plank, and then we're gonna come back up and reach our arms overhead. So no weight. We're gonna start at the edge. We're gonna bend down, press back, come in, and up. So it's not exactly a burpee, but it's gonna get our job done, all right? We go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep squat, step back into a plank or on your knees, come all the way in, press. And we're just gonna take this one at a nice kind of functional pace. We don't need to push the speed of it to a level that's gonna, overrun us. So do what you can. If you get 3 in, great for you. That's it. Keep going, keep going. One more. Here we go. All the way up. Good, shake it out. Gonna enjoy that stretch. Yes. All right, now we are going to go into a front raise. So, lighter dumbbells. I'm gonna go for my 5s again, just because, again, fatigue. Roll your shoulders back. Stand with your feet hip-width distance apart. We're raising up to shoulder level and then lower all the way down, okay? Colleen, are you asking about the balletic position? Let's go, everybody. Because it's kind of yes and kind of no. Yeah, and I'll tell you why afterwards. And you don't have to answer until after the set if you like. Turn off heat. It doesn't matter. As soon as we start moving, it kicks in. So front raises are a real easy one to kind of throw up there. Lift them. You see I'm pausing at the top and then lower down. Yeah. Reach it up, lower it down. We got it. Good news is we've got our core next and then we're kind of good to go. Yeah. Almost. We have one more exercise in this series, sorry. I feel like I got shot out of a wellness cannon this week. Last one, rest. Like we started yesterday, or well, I was here on Monday, but I wasn't really working. But yesterday it was like boom, 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 client. So yeah, a little out of sorts. Yeah. Oh right, the second position. Yeah, it is for your side raises, except for your palms are gonna be down. You can, when you do your palms up and slightly forward, it's known as scaption, which is more of like a back widening shoulder. when we're in like second position would be here. And then your side raise is just lifting your elbows a little bit more. You're not rolling your arms forward. It's just to make sure that you're not lifting from your neck more than anything. All right, so our last exercise, thanks for the break, Colleen, is a diamond push-up. We're gonna make a diamond with our hands. Let's come on down. Thank you for asking the question. And yeah, I'll always get there. Sometimes it takes me a minute. So you can take absolutely a narrow diamond with your fingers and thumbs touching, or you can make your diamond a little bit wider and just have a little more space for your shoulders. It really is dependent on a little bit of strength and also comfort in your shoulder joints. I'm gonna be taking these on my knees. In the diamond, you're coming down so your elbows are close, and then you're pushing the diamond through the mat to come back up, and that's the push-up. All right, this is our big finisher before our core work. So let's get ready, set, go. Think about as many as you can do well. So if you need to reset, I'm taking them nice and slow. We're all working with something. I'm trying to keep my back really stable. Thank God that heat turned off. We're halfway there, everybody. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. It's a tricep-centered push-up. Last one. Bam. All right. Let's take a stretch all the way back. Good. Roll up through the spine. So, you know, the old young mind me wants to be like, push it, push it, push it, show them intensity. But I have to consistently remind myself that that's not our intention on this channel, because it's actually not what my body needs. It's what fitness says we should do, but it's not what our body needs. All right, so we are going to do a pullover, and I'd like you to have something in terms of weight that helps you feel the challenge of keeping your rib cage connected to the mat. All right, so you could have one dumbbell, you could have two dumbbells. I'm gonna take the 15 for the first round. We're gonna be up over our chest, holding strong. Please be mindful of holding with a strong grip. And then you wanna think of imprinting your rib cage to the ground. As you bring your arms back overhead, there's a stretch that happens along the side of your back. And then at some point, as the arms go back, you're gonna feel a little tug along your center. You will not feel that tug. I'm not gonna do this with the weight. You won't feel that tug if you arch your back. It'll be a different exercise. So we wanna think of buttoning up the vest on the front of the torso to keep our rib cage there, and then only letting the arms go as far back as you can maintain that connection to the mat. Deal? All right. Creative workout. All right. Appreciate you too, Tracy. Let's wrap those shoulders under. Let's find that grounded rib cage, and ready, set, take it back. I like to exhale and get that core musculature to kick in before I bring those arms back over my center. Now you may or may not reach as far back as I do, and that's okay. Like, just do what challenges you within this exercise. Everybody is going through their own level of challenge. We don't wanna pretend like someone else's challenge was made for us. You know, it's not a place of power. When someone else is going through a challenge, we can be in a powerful position to offer support and empathy. We don't have to jump in the hole with them, you know? Same thing goes for exercise. Your challenge is your challenge, and the people around you are hopefully motivating you and supporting you through it. We're gonna do 3 more, but don't take on someone else's challenge, because that's theirs, yeah? I said 3, right? One more time. Woo. Good. All right, lower that weight down. We're gonna take our right leg up to the sky. If you need to bend it, that's fine. You can keep it up there, awesome. And then we're gonna take our left arm up to the sky, and the right arm goes out to a T. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We're gonna reach up, touching wherever you can, your knee, your hip, your ankle, maybe your toe. As you lower down, the same idea, your rib cage stays heavy as your arm and leg reach as far away on that diagonal as you can. And then you're dropping your weight down to reach up to touch, and then keeping it nice and grounded. Ready, set, here we go. Good. Yes. You know you're all gonna get some level of a TED Talk in these classes. By the way, don't stop moving, but I took the little mic piece out, and I'm wondering if I'm just gonna stick with this one moving forward. If it sounds good, then the answer is yes. Couple more. Let's do last one. Curl it up and reach all the way down and take a rest for a second. Yeah, here we go. Reach that one up, reach the other one up, reach to the top and take it all the way out. Good. All the way back and then curl up. Thank you, Christina. One of my very beloved clients who's unfortunately no longer with us, she used to call all of the things that I would say in our sessions Jenna Gems. And so that's kind of how they're known. As she was a teacher as well. She passed a couple years ago, unfortunately, but I always remember that. She used to say, I just came for the Jenna Gems. Stay for the exercise, but I really came for the Jenna Gems. Woo. So when we're working on this exercise, you know, it's a spinal flexion exercise where your spine's bending, but not necessarily a spinal extension exercise where you're doing a back bend. I don't know if that makes sense. Let's do one more. So we're prioritizing the forward bend, rest, and not the back bend. And I think that is a much more effective way to think about your efforts within an exercise versus right or wrong or good form, bad form. Because look, I worked with lots of differently abled bodies with different conditions and different abilities, meaning some have spinal mobility and some have the spinal cord injury. And to say that those people are doing their exercise wrong is like, I will never do that. So the same rules apply for you, which mean we want to think about like, what is it that we're prioritizing here? Okay, so we're gonna go and put those two together to a degree. We're gonna bring both legs up. Again, if you need to bend them, that's okay. We're prioritizing weight in the rib cage and a forward bend and a little twist. So we're gonna have our hands up and we're gonna reach with the right hand to the left toe, which is bending forward and twisting a little bit towards the left. Did I say that? Right hand to left toe, and then come all the way down and then up to the other side. So here we go. Prioritize forward bend with a little twist in whatever way that manifests for you. Good. Let your legs just be kind of soft, floating. Gravity comes away from this situation. Use the exhale to find the power to lift. Your ribs are reaching towards your hips and across. Good. Up and down. Almost there, everybody. Good. Almost there. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bend your knees in and rock back and forward. So I got a little inspired. I would not call myself a Swiftie by any means. I do enjoy her songs, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know the time to know what's happening. But I do like friendship bracelets, and apparently she does too. I don't know anything about the Swift universe. I'm sorry, Swifties. I don't. But my son and I made some bracelets over the holiday, and mine has a swear word in it, so I'm not gonna say it, but I will say the first letter of it. So my bracelet I'm wearing today says, remember who the F you are. Pretty powerful, right? Yeah, remember who you are. You are not that person running an ultra marathon. You could be if you wanted to, but I'm not. So I'm not gonna train like them, right? Yeah, you're a person walking your dogs, you're a person enjoying your life, you're a person communing, you're a person, remember who you are and temper your wellness initiatives accordingly. Take your arms out to a T. Bring your knees to tabletop. Center and drop your weight. We're gonna take a little twist over to the side. If you need to keep your feet down to do this twist, that's okay too. Go as far as you can without your opposite shoulder lifting, and then exhale to bring yourself all the way back. Good, and then let's rotate in the other direction. Pulling all the way back. Good. Want to read Dick's comment? Yeah, definitely. It's just like function does follow form, but form in the sense of biomechanics, which is a little different on everyone. There's some general rules, and then there's a little different for everybody. So who am I to judge your mechanics? Unless they're causing you pain, discomfort, or dysfunction. We're gonna look at things like, I'm a yes for my own function. I'm a no for my body's dysfunction. Rest. Yeah. Woo. Okay. We're gonna take those feet down. We're gonna take those arms out to a T and take it over as far as you can. Now, my right shoulder blade, my back one, is connected down, and many of us are gonna feel a stretch in the top. Here, what I'd like you to do is pull this top knee up into your chest. Again, we're trying to prioritize weight in the right shoulder, and then just kick your leg out and pull back in. Now, a lot of you might feel this in the outer thigh, not a bad thing, but think of the lengthening of the leg as a means of opening your chest and shoulder, if that works for you. Good. That's it. We'll do 2 more. We'll stretch it out one more time, and then if you can or if you want to, go ahead and lower that leg down. Find the stretch across your rib cage. You could look in the opposite direction. Sometimes that's helpful, sometimes it's not. And then just slowly bend it back, recover, send your waist to the ground. Let's go to the other side. Again, prioritize weight in your shoulder blade, and then bring your knee up to your chest first, and then we're gonna just extend and bend. So the oppositional energy is happening between your foot and your hand. That's it. And just trying to find a little twist in your waist can be helpful. Let's do 2 more. Reach it out and then lower it down. Find that mid-back twist if you can. Breathing. My shoulder is creeping up off the floor. Good. Bend your knee in. And then let's go ahead, recover to center, and rock ourselves all the way up. Seated. All right. Good. Yeah. She believed she could, so she did. I love it. I also love, she believed she could, but she was tired, so she went back to bed. All right, arms to a T, sit however you like, bring it across, hook it under. I'm always mindful of the microphone here. And just give yourself a little bicep curl pulling in, like so, just a little outer. We didn't do too much behind the shoulder work, back of the shoulder work today, more support systems. Good. Good. Release, open, other side. One of those things about form and technique, it's like, after studying yoga for so many years, I know what the ask of the form is, but I also know what the needs of my body are. So I feel like when you can marry the ask of the technique with the needs of your body in that moment, then it becomes your practice. So that's the importance of the form. I think a lot of people release, take your hands back and open your chest up. I think a lot of people prioritize form over their own experience with the movement. That's the thing I want to move away from, because you're really smart and you are so equipped to tell whether or not something is right for you. Yeah? Okay. Come on up to your totally like equation. So take your arm back, thumb down, and how do I want to do this? So is that what I want to do? Yeah. It's like you reach back and look the other way. And that may or may not work for some of you. Sometimes it's a nice little stretch. Sometimes not. All right, then come back up, take that same arm over to the opposite side, and then shift into your same side hip as the long arm in front. Good, and come back up on all fours. Reach it back. It's just kind of like twisting it, finding the right twist for me. I've got another one that just came to mind. Good. Let's come all the way up and then sweep to the side. Yeah. Perfect. That's the best report ever, Dick. It's awesome. In business, they always talk about KPI, key performance indicator. My KPI is when my clients don't need me. I mean, you always come back for more because this brain's cranking away, but when you think on your own and you don't need corrections from someone else, that means it's in your body. All right, so watch this. Take your hand out to the side. We're still kneeling. I'm just doing it this way so you can see. Internally rotate your hand and look that way. Sometimes that will get into that's the stretch I need today. And just kind of noodle around with it. Sometimes there's a different angle that you need. Yeah. And come all the way up. We'll go to the other side. So I'm going thumb down, kind of almost rotating in as far as possible and looking to the other direction. Good. Come all the way up, and then I'll just stay here. Down onto your stomach. Stand up. This is like this lizard stretch. So lift up, rotate, push your shoulder down, and look to the other side. Get a little bicep, a little shoulder, etc. Come up and go the other way. By the way, I want to know who has gotten their foam roller, because I've got some classes coming up on the schedule that are foam roller specific, and you can absolutely use your bolster for it, but I would really like you to get that foam roller. All right, come on up. Let's come to standing for our last and final stretch. It's a tricep stretch. We're gonna bring that hand down into the center. Think of less of pulling over and more of pulling your elbow up. And then, good. And then you can drop down. Awesome. Yeah, does everybody know what a foam roller is? If you don't, I'll grab one and show you. It's a really great tool for our recovery classes, but we're also going to use it for some core training, which is exciting. Good. Release. And what I really actually want you to get at some point, this will come as no surprise to you. Did you know I was a patented inventor? You did not. I invented a little mechanism that brings two foam rollers together, and it's actually really, really cool. Good. All right, shake those arms out. I'm gonna feel that this week. So we have recovery class tomorrow, but in the meantime, I want you to remember, is it gonna work? Yeah, no, not that one, not that one, not that one, this one. Why do the moves matter to you today? What will they support in your life? What's the next best move for my body today? If you have your journal, it's a great time to take your journal out and check in with these questions. If you don't have your journal, then that's okay. Just considering them is gonna be a great, great, great opportunity for you. Yeah. All right, I'm coming back. The deal is, the more we consider why we're doing something, ideally before, but even after the fact, if you've done it and you're like, what the heck was that for? Why did I just move my arms? You need to have a reason for yourself. When you have a reason for yourself, you are so much better equipped to do it again, do it a little bit more, do it in a way that actually supports you instead of a way I said to do it, okay? So we've got our recovery class, and then next week we head into all 20-minute format. So we're gonna get ready. I will be planned. My notes will be bigger. Thank you for joining me here today. Definitely, yeah, the upper body work is amazing for posture, and the roller work we're gonna do is amazing. If you scroll through the classes for January, you'll see what the asks are. It's essentially some dumbbells, a roller, ball, Swiss, big ball and little ball, rebounder. Lots of fun. All right, my friends, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Big love.